Okay guys, we're just showing how to put together a speaker LED kit. Very simple. Just remove the existing speaker kit screws. And once we got them all off, then we can start adding the LED speaker light kits. So there we go, got one speaker off. Keep it there. And then we'll go to the other side. We'll take the screws off on this side. Okay, now we've got them all off. Let me just get the LED kit. So we usually put the wire side on the bottom corner facing inside. We just shove that at the bottom. Put your speaker on top, like that. And then we'll get some screws. We can do a number 8 screw, should be long enough. I like to do it the heads that are kind of rounded, so it gives it a finished look. And it's as easy as screwing them in place. I usually go down a little bit to start off with one screw, and then when it's poking out, I'll find the original hole, put it on, and then start tightening it in. Don't put it too tight because you want to be able to move it around so you can put your other screws in. Don't forget when you're putting it in to make sure you got your ground in place, and then it doesn't matter which screw you put it in, but as long as you got the ground on it. That's it, we've got one side done. Now, depending on how you like your wiring, I like to just kind of go make sure it's all underneath all the cables. And then what I I usually do is that's your centerpiece that you're going to use to connect. I'll send this down the bottom at the back of the game, and then we'll have to take the glass off to plug it in, and I'll show you how you can plug it in afterwards. And so once I got this on this side, that's your ground that you got to make sure you got on. I always put this side on the corner on the inside at the bottom. So let's make sure we got this over there. Get a couple more screws. We'll start with one of the corners. And again, the first screw you put in, you're just going to go down a little bit till it pokes out at the bottom, and then you're gonna take it, and then you're gonna line it up with the existing holes that they had on the game. That's it. Tighten it all the way because you got to get your other screws. You got to be able to move everything around. That's your ground that we got to make sure we got the ground in. Tighten them down a bit. Okay, that's it. And you can take all your wires and just make sure that they're going down, and then we'll adjust that afterwards. I can put the head back, display back on. That's it. Now we'll take the glass off. And we'll let it up. So that's our cable that we took down. So depending on what you want to do, if you want to put an LED strip on the back end of the game. So this is a 2 connector. So I'm going to remove this 2 connector. And then we're going to put a 3-way splitter. So that's a 2-way splitter. And you can get your splitters and your matrix lines at pinballleds.ca. Let me just grab one for you so we can show you what it looks like. Okay, so that was the 2-way splitter. and that's the three-way splitter. So we're going to use the three-way splitter in this application. We're going to take the two connectors. Always make sure the side with the hole lines up with the side where you have a little piece sticking up. They should line up, and just push in. And do the same with the other one. And now we got the two in. So this one here we're going to put an LED strip along the back end of the game. So let me get some alligator clips. I'll show you the easy way to do it. So that's your alligator clip. Get the side with the little piece sticking out, and then your little opening side. Push in, and you're done. So on the Stern games on the back, they always had a strip, so you could put your cables and you could easily connect. So now you got your lights lit. It's as easy as that. 1, 2, 3, you're done. I'm now going to get an LED strip and we're going to light up the back of the game here. So let me just grab one. We're going to try to put a yellow one in. So I'm going to make sure I got a yellow one. It gives it more of a look of a goldy figure. Looks like I don't have the gold one, so we're going to go with the white. Okay, so we got our white one. And this one will go along the back end of the game up at the top. Take the 3M tape off the back and just pull it back. Usually what I do is I just let it dangle, and then the piece should just slide right off. And usually what I'll do is I'll start off on this side here. And once I start it, I'll just go make sure it's straight, and then you're gonna just slowly push it down once you got it in the spot you want it, just so it sticks like that. Just brush your hand over it, and then I'll take this wire here, and I usually tuck it along the back of the game, and then I usually will use a two-way tape or something to make it stay there if I need to. And then we have our last connector. Make sure you line it up correctly. And as you can see, it lit up already. And then we can just take the game, push it back in. That's something you got to be careful with, guys, because when you put these mirrored blades on the side, the playfield tends to grab it. So there you go, guys. You got our LED lighting kit in place. We added some accent white lighting on the back. It's illuminated the game, and now we're ready to play. Thank you very much. And if you need any products, don't forget to visit pinballleds.ca.